You ready? All right, we ready too. All right, Shabbat Shalom, family.
Shabbat Shalom.
Happy Sabbath as well. I'm Brother Al. For those who don't know, this is my reader, Brother Nehemiah, coming to you on behalf of the Vineyard of Israel. In the name of the Most High Yah, with a message on this true Sabbath day, the seventh day of the week. It still sound funny, don't it? Seventh day of the week. All right? It don't sound funny? Is it me?
It's nice and flat.
Man.
How it's supposed to be.
Okay, all right. Maybe it's my voice. I doubt it, but anyway. Huh? That's what I thought. Yeah, it ain't just me. Okay, I guess we're going to have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Today's message is titled, The Curse of Innocent Blood. The Curse of Innocent Blood. Pretty simple concept, right? The goal is to read the law, see what it says, how we're supposed to act, what we're supposed to be doing. Then get an example, see how it played out in the scriptures. Then see how it related to Mashiach. Then see how it relates to your life. This we'll do if the Most High permit. Right? So that's the goal. I'm saying the title is The Curse of Innocent Blood. All right? So, when you're dealing with the covenant, the Most High, he announced blessings for obedience, curses for disobedience. So the title already give this away. We know this is a curse. We know this ain't nothing good. We know we don't want no parts of it, right?
That's right.
Or we should know that anyway. So whatever it is, we need to make sure we're not indulging in these behaviors. You understand?
That's right.
With that being said, let's go to the Genesis, the 4th chapter. We're going to pick it up early on in the biblical narrative. Let's get really the lesson is told right here. All right? That's what it is. Genesis 4, we're going to use the story of Cain and Abel. It's the first time we see innocent bloodshed in the scriptures. Let's see how the Most High felt about it. Not the munchies over there. Just saying. Genesis 4. But he took guilty. Guilty as charged. Genesis 4. We start at verse 1. I hope you brought enough for everybody. Just saying, that's fulfilling the law. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We keep the commandments around here. Genesis 4. We got the roll. Genesis 4 and 1. Genesis 4, verse 1. Hearken to the scripture.
And Adam knew Eve, his wife.
And what happened?
And she conceived and bare Cain and said, I have gotten a man from Yahuwah. And she again bare his brother Abel.
Right.
And Abel was a keeper of the sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground.
Right.
And in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto Yahuwah. And Abel he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof.
Right.
And Yahuwah had respect unto Abel.
Right, because right off the top, we got a difference in service to the Most High. Is that the truth?
That's true.
Right, somebody serving the Most High however they feel like
Right.
it, after the imagination of their own heart, while the other one is doing it accordingly, right?
Right.
That's Abel. Abel brought the first links of his flock. That means the best that he had, the first that he had out of his flock.
Right.
While we didn't get that witness from Cain.
Right.
We got the fact that he offered an offering, but evidently it wasn't the first fruits.
Right.
Right, so the Most High didn't say he had respect to Cain's offering, but he did say he had respect to Abel's offering, right? Because it's done according to the script, right? So now, the point I want to make is Cain had the same opportunity to serve the Most High. He could have gave his best. He could have served the Most High with his best, but he didn't put his best foot forward. Cains, we got some Cains? I'm just asking. I ain't accusing, just asking. Because, we got this little notion in our mind that the Most High, he accept anything.
Right.
It's simply not the truth.
That's true.
right? I don't want to lie to you. Most High probably be like, why you always late when it comes to Shabbat? How you arrive 30 minutes early on your job and 2 hours late on Shabbat? I don't get it. But you serve me. You my servant. I can't get you here on time. I'm confused. Go ahead.
4. And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock.
We so sick of you throwing slugs. I mean, it's just like, I ain't throwing slugs, but if the shoe fit, you got to put it on.
That's right.
The point is for correction, right? That's what the scripture's giving for. Right? Go ahead.
And of the fat thereof. And Yahuwah had respect unto Abel and to his offering.
Well, what happened?
But unto Cain and to his offering, he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell.
Here we go. It's God's fault.
Right.
He just don't like me. No? He don't like your service. Right? This the whole thing in a nutshell right here. He mad because of what his brother did and his offering being accepted when you had the same opportunity. So the thing about it is, look within. Right? Look within, like he said in the scripture. He said, take the beam or the mote out of your eye first. Right? So the man got hatred in his heart for his brother because of what he did. That's how it is. You see that a lot, right? Go ahead.
6. And Yahuwah said unto Cain.
And this the mindset and the mentality that we gonna graduate from. Right? If the Most High ain't receiving our offering or respecting our gain, look, we gotta look within.
Yeah.
We can't look at Abel.
That's right.
You gotta look at what you're doing. Right? That's the only way it's gonna be fixed is within.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Top of 6.
Yes, sir.
And Yahuwah said unto Cain.
What'd he say?
Why art thou wroth?
What you mad? Exactly. What's the problem? Nobody did this but you.
That's right.
Yeah, go ahead.
And why is thy countenance fallen?
Right.
And if thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted?
Written all over your face. Right, that's the truth. All you got to do is do well. What the Most High, I'm not a respecter of person. If you do what's required, shouldn't you be accepted as well?
That's right.
Go ahead.
And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door.
See, you thought it was just about not doing your best. Well, look what the man told you. If you don't do well, what?
Sin lieth at the door.
It's ready to take over your mind, dominate your life. Take control of you. This will happen to him. This is why a man can know to do good and can't seem to find the power or the ability to do what he know to be good. He's overcome by this. Sin lied at the door. Or, in other words, Satan is waiting on you. Go ahead.
And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. It's
going to dominate you. It's going to rule over you. Whatever that desire is that you have, he's going to use that against you. You see it all the time. People don't, when they got a desire stronger than the Most High, they go after that desire first.
Yeah.
They don't serve them like they think.
Right.
Or they give them anything, but that desire they put 120% into. But the Most High is 120-20 rule. They get the Most High 20%. But that desire, you give it 120.
Yeah.
It's ruling over. You go ahead.
8. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother. And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. And Yahuwah said unto Cain.
Now, what? For what? What did he slay him for? Did he have a valid reason?
Nope.
Did he have a cause?
Nope. That's innocent blood.
Innocent blood. But he slew him because of his own works.
Right.
Was evil. Go ahead.
And Yahuwah said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
Look at that. Sin on top of sin.
Talking smart.
Yeah, and then you lying.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a problem, he would have said, yeah, he over there in the ground. But he knew it was an issue. That's why he said, I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? That's the problem. You're supposed to be.
Exactly.
Right? This the whole story of the Bible right here.
Right.
This all of the page. This is what they're about. This is what the law is about. Love your neighbor like your, it's your own blood. Love them like yours. This is what Israel's problem is. Israel don't love Israel.
That's right.
Israel hate Israel.
Right.
That's the truth. And you know what? What's the reason? They don't have a valid one.
Hmm.
Really, they hate it on each other because of what you do. Man in the mirror. Go ahead.
Right. 10. And he said, what hast thou done?
Mm-hmm.
The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground.
That's right. It's a witness. Go ahead.
And now art thou cursed from the earth?
Right, look at that. This is just what happened to Adam. When the Most High remove his presence, remove you from his presence, that's just like you dead.
Mm.
You still living, but in the eyes of the Most, you dead.
Mm-hmm.
Say you cursed from the earth. Go ahead and read.
Which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand.
That's right. That's his testimony, right?
Mm-hmm.
He died because he did something good for the Most High Yah.
Wow.
This is what happened to Christ.
Mm-hmm.
This is the whole biblical story.
Yeah.
This is exactly what happened to Christ. He died for keeping the word. He died for his brother. He said, that's his witness. Your brother's blood cry out from the ground. Go ahead.
12. When thou tillest the ground, it shall now henceforth yield unto thee her strength.
Look at that. You know, because that's what his work was in. Remember, he was a tiller of the ground.
Right.
So now, no matter how hard you till the ground, you could till the ground with a whole slew of canes, right?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't nothing going to come up.
Right.
It ain't going to yield its strength. Meaning whatever you get, it's just like somebody blowing on it. Every time you working hard and you receiving little. Most High, he can't bless that. Right. Some of y'all, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all experienced this before?
Yeah.
Just saying. Go ahead.
A fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth.
Look at that. That's a blessing, ain't it?
No.
You see fugitive and vagabond still.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Being homeless or without a home,
Yeah.
that's a fugitive and a vagabond. That's a curse. But why are these curses coming upon him? Listen, for shedding innocent blood. Right? So one curse you got is the Most High hide his face from you. Another one you have, you work hard and bring in little one. Another curse that you have is you could be a fugitive and a vagabond. These are not good.
No.
Your life is affected in every aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? It's rough.
It's hell.
All because, exactly, it's hell, like he said. All because you shed innocent blood. And I know we sitting up here thinking, no, I don't shed innocent blood.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got to see what the Bible consider
Exactly.
a murderer or a killer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So until we get to the end, don't judge the matter.
Right.
Right? But we just warming up. You know, some bench press. Anyway, go ahead.
13.
What happened?
And Cain said unto Yahuwah, my punishment is greater than I can bear.
Sound familiar? Every time the wicked cry out,
Yeah.
or every time they do something, they don't want the recompense.
Right.
You done murdered a man. He didn't murder you. You really didn't get what you deserve.
Right. Right.
Right. And then if you steal more than you can handle, that's good. I mean, I killed you with a perfect death. You dead while you alive. What that mean? That mean the works of your hand is cursed, right? You're a fugitive and a vagabond. Everything you need for essentially to live is cursed.
Right.
The Most High, you need him. He's not there. That means that's why he was afraid. If we go on in the story, that's why he thought somebody was going to kill him, right? Because the Most High is the one who put the hedges around you and remove the hedges.
Right.
Once you commit sin, them hedges can be removed.
Right.
And that's why he was saying, it's more than I can bear. Whoever slay me going to kill me, right? But the Most High didn't let it go down like that. You're going to suffer this punishment. Go ahead.
14.
Uh-huh.
Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth.
Yes.
And from thy face shall I be hid.
Look at that. That's dead. You dead. Twice dead. From your face shall I be hid. Once he hide his face from you.
The hedge is gone.
Exactly. The presence of the Lord is that strong. What else?
Middle 14. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me.
Look. Why wouldn't he be afraid? He know the Most High ain't protecting him no more. Imagine waking up every day afraid for your life. That's one of the curses in Deuteronomy. Being expelled from your home, that's one of the curses in Deuteronomy. Working hard and getting little, or somebody else enjoying the work of your hand, that's one of the curses in Deuteronomy.
That's right. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's all this stuff is the same. Even today, we experience some of these things, and we may wonder why. Not saying this is the reason, but at least explore this as an option.
Right.
On your journey to correctiveness, if that makes sense. All right, let's skate out of this. We got to know. Let's go to Exodus 20. Exodus 20, pick me up at verse 13. Exodus 20, verse 13. The curse of innocent blood. See, this is like, what he say? He reward every man according to the work of his hands. Your work following you.
Yeah.
You go from one city to another. I'm finna move Texas to Iowa. I'm finna get it right up there, baby.
All right.
Or you get to Iowa, you've been there 10 years. You still ain't got your own spot.
Right.
And you don't have no kinfolk up there. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know what's going on. Verse 13. Hearken to the scriptures.
Thou shalt not kill.
I'm finna move from Iowa to Oregon.
All right.
Man, I can't even do this United States. We going to Africa, baby. Same play everywhere you go, right? So you got to look within. When stuff like that starting to happen, man, it's the same thing no matter what I do. Look, you need to start looking within. All right, what verse? My fault.
13.
Yes, sir.
Thou shalt not shed innocent blood.
On Exodus 20, yeah, thou shalt not kill. Yeah. That's a commandment. That's a command. Let's see what type of killing he's talking about. Go over to Exodus 21. Because, Ecclesiastes tell you there's a time to kill, a time to do this and that.
Right.
Right, a time for everything. So we need to find out what type of killing is a time for. All right. Exodus 21. Hold on, let me get there. Verse 14. Verse 14.
21 and 14.
Yes, sir.
But if a man come presumptuously upon his neighbor to slay him with guile.
Is that what Cain did?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt take him from mine altar that he may die.
Look, we don't need no prisons. If we get this biblical law established, we don't need no prisons.
No.
You presumptuously committed that murder. What do it say? It's on you.
Yeah.
You should have never did it. I bet you we have a whole lot less murder.
Yeah.
Huh? Go ahead.
15. And he that smiteth his father or his mother shall be surely put to death.
Now that's just. You deserve that. You deserve that. There ain't no respect. You deserve it. Right? So he shall surely be put to death. Let's go Matthew 19 and 18. Let Yeshua clear it up. We know what kind it is, but we just want them. Matthew 19. Pick it up at 17. 17 and 18. That's it. Hearken to the scripture.
And he said unto him,
What did he say?
why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, and that is Elohim.
That's the truth, yes.
But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
You talking about thou should not kill? Huh? He said keep the commandments, you won't life. Then what did he say? Did he expound? What happened?
He saith unto him, which Yeshua said.
He said, which ones? Basically, you know how we do. Keep the command, okay. Which ones? What did he say?
Thou shalt do no murder.
So you see what type of killing he talking about, right? Thou should do no murder. That's the presumptuous killing. That's the slaying your neighbor or your brother with guile in your heart. Guile is deceit. Premeditated. All right? Thou should do no murder. So killing in self-defense don't fall under this category.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Honor thy father and thy mother. And thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
That's the game. That's it right there. That sounds like some good rules to get eternal life, right?
Yes,
Back
sir.
up to Numbers 35. Numbers 35 and 10. Accidental killings, self-defense, the Most High had a way out. Presumptuous killing, murder, no. What the law say, life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, foot for foot.
Yeah.
Huh? That's just.
Yes, sir.
That's right. If you think about it, that's right.
Yeah.
That's righteous.
Right.
The man to think before he act then.
Yes, sir.
See, we can get out here and we can do stuff without thinking.
Right.
And we'll deal with the consequences.
I could do 10 years for this murder.
Exactly. And then some of us don't have the same consequences as others.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us can get out scot-free with stuff.
Yeah.
Huh? But I bet you, if we put this in place, man, we have some righteous police, won't we? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying we will.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just be out there,
Right.
killing somebody you don't like.
Right.
Huh?
Right.
Anyway, where we at?
Numbers
Verse 10.
10.
We're finna go down a rabbit hole. Yeah.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
For what?
And say unto them, when ye become over Jordan into the land of Canaan, then ye shall appoint to you cities. Then you shall appoint you cities to be cities of refuge for you.
Yeah. So the Most High, he got a plan on top of a plan, up
Right.
under a plan, in between the plan.
Right.
Right. He already know how this man is.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We be saying the Most High is my refuge, my rock, my strength. Look, I heard what you're saying. Let me put it in the law.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The Most High got cities of refuge.
Right.
Right. Cities where people can go for safety. Go ahead.
That the slayer may flee thither, which killeth any person at unawares.
Right. This is a place of refuge for somebody that killed someone unintentionally.
Right.
Or by accident.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Go ahead. He gonna clear it up. Go ahead.
12, and they shall be unto you cities for refuge from the avenger.
Right. For somebody that's gonna take vengeance
Right.
or revenge.
Right.
Right. So you can go to these places for safety,
Right.
protection. Go ahead.
That the man slayer die not until he stand before the congregation in judgment.
Right. Go ahead.
And these cities which ye shall give, 6 cities shall ye have for refuge. You shall give 3 cities on this side of the Jordan, and 3 cities shall ye give in the land of Canaan, which shall be cities of refuge.
Right.
These 6 cities shall be a refuge both for the children of Israel and for the stranger and for the sojourner among them, that everyone that killeth any person unawares may flee thither.
See that? Places to go for killing somebody.
Unintentionally.
Yes.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead.
And if he smite him with an instrument of iron so that he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death.
Look, that's the truth.
Yeah.
That's life for life.
Yeah.
You presumptuously kill, you deserve to give your life over.
Facts. Facts.
All right, that's easy.
Yes, sir.
Why would he do that? To put away folly.
Yeah.
To put away this evil in Israel.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have to worry about murder.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody want to give up their life. They really
Exactly.
don't.
Yeah.
What else?
17.
Uh-huh.
And if he smite him with a throwing stone wherewith he may die, and he die, he is a murderer.
Yep.
The murderer shall surely be put to death.
That's right. You shed innocent blood, your blood is required.
Right.
That's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's the curse. Go ahead.
18. Or if he smite him with the hand weapon of wood, wherewith he may die, and he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death.
That's the truth. That's easy.
Yeah.
All right, well, go ahead.
The revenger of blood himself shall slay the murderer. When he meeteth him, he shall slay him. But if he thrust him of hatred and hurl at him by laying wait that he die, or in enmity smite him with his hand that he die, he that smote him shall surely be put to death, for he is a murderer. The revenger of blood shall slay the murderer when he meeteth him. But if he thrust him suddenly without enmity, or have cast upon him anything without laying of weight, or with any stone, wherewith a man may die, seeing him not, and cast it upon him, that he die, and was not his enemy, neither sought his harm, then the congregation shall judge between the slayer and the revenger of blood according to these judgments.
Right. So if he didn't do it intentionally, right, the congregation will judge between him and the slayer. Go ahead.
And the congregation
the
shall
revenger. Go ahead.
and the congregation shall deliver the slayer out of the hand of the revenger of blood.
Because he didn't do it intentionally.
Right.
Right. So when they judge, the judgment is already set. Hey, you go and you stand before you judge. If we find out you didn't do it intentionally, we're not going to let this man take revenge or get
Right.
revenge because you didn't shed innocent blood. Now, if you shed innocent blood, you good as dead. That's ABCs.
Right.
Huh? Come on.
And the congregation shall restore him to the city of his refuge, whither he was fled. He shall abide in it until his death of the high priest, which was anointed with the holy oil.
Okay, that's good. Let's go over to Deuteronomy 19. That's how I feel about murder. He wrote it in the commandments, and he gave us statutes to go along with that. Deuteronomy 19, we can pick it up at verses 9 through 13. You there? Go ahead.
If thou shalt keep all these commandments to do them, which I command thee this day, the love of Yahuwah thy Elohim, and to walk ever in his ways, then shalt thou add 3 cities more for thee, besides these 3. The innocent blood be not shed in thy land, which Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee for an inheritance, and so blood be upon thee.
Yeah. So
But if any man hate his neighbor, and lie in wait for him, and rise up against him, and smite him mortally, that he die, he fleeth into one of these cities, then the elders of this city shall send and fetch him thence, and deliver him into the hand of the avenger of blood, that he may die. Thine eye shall not pity him, but thou shalt put away the guilt of the innocent blood from Israel, that it may go well with thee.
You see that? You got to put that innocent blood away. It's false. Let's see. He's going to clear it up a little bit more. Go to Deuteronomy 21. That was 13?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Like you said in verse 10, he said, the innocent blood shall not be shed in thy land. All right? Deuteronomy 21. Pick me up at verse 8.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Be merciful, O Yahuwah, unto thy people Israel, whom thou hast redeemed, and lay not innocent blood unto thy people of Israel's charge, and the blood shall be forgiven them. So shalt thou put away the guilt of the innocent blood from among you, when thou shalt do that which is right in the sight of Yahuwah.
You see that? He said, don't lay it to our charge. He said, thou shalt put away the guilt of innocent blood. So that means you got to judge it according to the judgments that he set forth in order to put it away. Right? Whoever shed it, that's the one whose blood got to be drawn. Oh, did I miss that? Oh, did we get it? Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Nehemiah.
It's a 10?
Yeah, finish that.
Well, we just finished 9.
Oh, you just finished now? Okay,
Yeah.
no, okay, that's good. Go to Numbers 35 again. Verse 30. We're going to do 30 through 34. I missed it the first time, but it's okay. You there?
Okay.
Hearken to the scripture.
Whoso killeth any person, the murderer shall be put to death by the mouth of witnesses. But one witness shall not testify against any person to cause him to die.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's why we take 2 or more witnesses in these type of matters, right?
Right.
But you could just have hatred in your heart and you know,
hate. Yes,
exactly,
sir.
and
Yes,
be
sir.
lying. So we need 2 witnesses, in other words, or 3. Go ahead.
32.
Yes, sir.
And ye shall take no satisfaction for him that is fled to the city of his refuge, that he should come again to dwell in the land until the death of the priest. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are.
Right.
For blood it defileth the land.
What defile the land?
Blood.
Yeah.
And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein.
Listen, this is the most important verse. He said the innocent blood defile the land. He said it's only one way it can be cleansed.
Right.
What is that?
But by the blood of him that shed it.
That's it. That's how you make an atonement for shedding innocent blood. The murderer or the one who shed that innocent blood, his blood got to be shed in order for it to be cleansed. Go ahead.
34. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, for I, Yahuwah, dwell among the children of Israel.
That's right. You want the land to remain basically sin-free or undefiled, right? Let's go to Proverbs 6. So key thing what we learn, the curse of innocent blood or the judgment is whoever shed that innocent blood, in order for the land to be cleansed, what happened?
They got to shed their blood.
Hey, yup, you owe. If it was like that,
A lot less murders.
yes, it wouldn't even be a murder rate. We'll shut down the whole New Orleans.
Dang. No more murder, Cappy.
Yeah, no, none of that. 16. Proverbs 6. We shut all that down in Chicago. Them,
Quick.
all that
Quick.
murder happy stuff. No.
Yeah.
New York.
Rap wouldn't be rap no more. Would it?
Right. Yeah. No content.
Man,
Anyway,
right.
Proverbs 6, verse 16. Hearken to the scripture.
These 6 things doth Yahuwah hate.
What you mean?
Yeah, 7 are an abomination unto him. And a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations.
What he hate?
A heart that deviseth wicked imaginations.
That's one. He said a proud look,
A lying
a
tongue.
lying tongue too.
Hands that shed innocent blood.
That's what we want. He hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Hands, you could tell he hated. Just look at the judgment.
Yeah.
Just look at what it requires.
Right.
Like if you shed the blood, that's on you.
That's
You
it.
owe
Right,
that.
Right.
That's how much he hated.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only way to cleanse the land.
That's right.
So these hands that shed innocent blood. Look, lying tongue, that's up there with hands that shed innocent blood. As well as a proud look.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
18. A heart that deviseth wicked imaginations.
Yes.
Feet that be swift into running to mischief.
Okay.
A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren.
That's key too. He that soweth discord among the brethren.
Mm-hmm.
That means you got to be doing some backbiting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's in the same category.
Some tail bearing.
Yes, shedding
Mhm.
innocent blood.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we're going to see. Let's go, let's get another look at it. Psalms 106. Psalms 106. Verse 34. 34 through 40. 34 through 40. Hearken to the scripture.
They did not destroy the nations concerning whom Yahuwah commanded them.
Right, that's what, Israel did. He told them to get rid of them. He didn't do it. They didn't do it.
Yep.
Right, so what happened?
35. But were mingled among the heathen and learned their works.
That's the whole purpose of him telling them to get rid of them.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So that they won't become a snare to you, a trap.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's automatic, just like he told them, don't make no graven images, because when you do, you're going to defile yourself thereby.
Right.
It's the same thing. I already know once you make it, you're going to defile yourself. I already know if you don't get rid of them, they're going to pollute you.
Mm-hmm.
I already know that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he commanded them to get rid of them.
Right.
So that they wouldn't learn their ways.
Right.
Because they ways, everything they do to serve they got the most, how I say he hated. Israel done picked up on the ways of the heathen. Go ahead.
36. And they served their idols.
You see that?
Yes, sir.
Told you to get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Which were a snare to them.
For a trap.
Yeah, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils.
Look at that. What they do?
They sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils.
And what that mean?
And shed innocent blood. Even the blood of their sons and their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan, and the land was polluted with blood.
And the land was what?
Polluted with blood.
Okay, so how do we cleanse the land?
With that blood that shed the innocent blood.
Man, so who shed the blood?
The parents.
Ooh, this is getting tight. I'm just saying, because we got something that resembles this even today where we
Yes,
at.
sir. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Right? What
Yeah.
we call it? That too? What you say?
What?
The parents sacrificing their kids. What you say? Got that. No, that's too. We're going to deal with the abortion one, though.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But you know why? You know why people get abortion? You weren't supposed to be having sex anyway. You immature. Now you're right back to Cain.
Yeah.
You killing your seed for something that you did or wasn't supposed to
Right.
do.
Yeah.
You were still a murderer.
Wow.
So what that mean?
Your
Most High
blood.
hide his face for you
Yeah.
dead. Your blood is required to cleanse
Yeah.
that land.
Mm-hmm.
So in even order for the Most High to deal with you, what's got to happen? You got to kill that old man.
That's cold.
At least you got to kill that old man before
That's
you die
cold.
physically.
Yeah.
They got some. They sacrificed their sons and their daughters. Told them not to do it. Go ahead and read.
39. Thus were they defiled with their own works.
Is that what Cain? Is that what
Yes,
happened
sir.
to Cain?
It's the exact
You
same.
defile with your own works. Go ahead.
And went a whoring with their own inventions. Therefore was the wrath of Yahuwah kindled against his people, insomuch that he abhorred his own inheritance.
He hated them.
That's
He hated them.
bad.
Jeremiah the 7th chapter. That's right. Nobody getting by the word. Jeremiah 7:1. Jeremiah 7:1. You 16 years old having sex.
Man.
Unmarried.
Yeah.
Right. You ain't got no kind of commitment, no way to pay for them. Then you get pregnant. You think, oh, it's an accident. What you gonna do?
Right.
What you mean?
Can't
What you
even
gonna
support
do?
your own self.
Exactly. You still a babe.
Yeah.
You don't even know your own name hardly.
Man.
You gonna keep it? Look how common it is.
Yeah. Asking a child.
You're a murderer. Abortion is murder. It's innocent blood. That seed didn't ask to be here. You should have never been doing the work of Cain, to say the least. To put it like, I'm trying to, anyway.
What about the morning after pill? That's still
Exactly,
murder.
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 7:1.
Yeah.
It's just the truth.
Yeah.
Just a little more subtle in your killing style. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Go ahead and read.
71. The debar that came to Jeremiah from Yahuwah saying.
But just think about it. If we knew that was murder and we knew what was required, that our blood would be, required.
People wouldn't do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
The Most High word would reign.
Yeah.
And where the Most High word reigns, that's where life reigns.
Yeah. Yeah.
And them babies will live.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Exactly.
Well,
71.
Yes, sir.
The debar that came to Jeremiah from Yahuwah saying.
What did it say?
Stand in the gate of Yahuwah's house
Right.
and proclaim there his debar.
Where
And
you going to stand at?
in the gate of Yahuwah's house.
You proclaim what?
Proclaim there his debar.
It should already be there.
Yes.
The word should already be there.
Yeah.
That's what the bar is, the word, right? Go
Right.
ahead.
And say,
What?
Shamar the debar of Yahuwah. All ye of Yehuda that enter in at the gates to worship Yahuwah. Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts.
Look, so they come into worship, right? People,
Yeah.
Just let's look at the mentality. They come in before the Most High to worship, right? That man had to sit in the prophet with the word of the Most High that should have already been there.
Right.
To tell them what? Because they come into worship, but look what he
Yeah.
say. Go ahead.
Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, Elohim of Israel, amend your ways and your doings, and I will cause you to dwell in this place. Trust ye not in lying words, saying, the temple of Yahuwah, the temple of Yahuwah, the temple of Yahuwah are these.
What?
For if ye thoroughly amend your ways and your doings, if ye thoroughly execute judgment between the man and his neighbor,
Look at that.
if
So
ye,
they coming to worship before the Most High, but he got to tell them, amend your ways.
right,
Don't serve me like that. See, because they coming and they keeping whatever it is that he tell them to keep.
right,
They coming before his gates, Sabbath, dietary. It's not the problem. But this is what they probably thinking that real worship is. But he finna point them in the direction of what they need to do.
Right.
You need to refrain from this. First of all, you need to execute judgment between man and man. That's righteous judgment. Right? Then,
6. If ye oppress not the stranger,
I just want to know, if you got the spirit of the Most High, how's you oppressing the stranger? If you got the spirit of the Most High, go ahead.
if you oppress not the stranger, the fatherless.
And if somebody that's fatherless need help,
Yeah.
you're a Christian, for lack of a better word, and
Yeah.
you oppress the fatherless and the
And
widow.
the widow.
What kind of spirit of God is that?
That's wicked.
Huh?
Right?
But this the real deal right here. They in the land. And
Yeah.
it's at the real temple,
Yeah.
right? Amend your ways.
They took the ways of the heathens.
Yes. And then look what else.
And shed not innocent blood in this place.
Look at that.
Neither
You know what's
walk-
got to happen, right?
Yeah.
You know what's got to happen.
Shed yours.
Go ahead.
Neither walk after the gods to your hurt.
Uh-huh.
Then will I cause you to dwell in this place, in the land that I gave to your fathers forever and ever.
So you see why we couldn't be there now? They shed innocent blood in the land. Only way to cleanse the land is to get them out of here. Huh? That's it. Now where they at? Fugitive, vagabond, inert, just like Cain. Now where they at?
Man.
You working night and day
For little.
for a little. Right? Trying to turn a penny to a 20. Huh? It ain't happening. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Go ahead.
8. Behold, ye trust in lion Debarim, that
Yes.
cannot profit.
That's right. So that's what you see it today. Most High ain't gonna do nothing. He love everybody. He don't. Amend your ways and your doings. Then we can walk together. Right? I can't agree with that. Go ahead.
Will ye steal, murder, and commit adultery, and swear falsely, and burn incense to Baal, and walk after other gods whom ye know not, and come and stand before me in this house, which is called by my name?
You see that?
Man,
What's the real problem?
man.
They behaviors.
Yeah, they works.
They works. He said, he see it. You
Yeah.
stealing, you murdering, you committing adultery, you swearing falsely, you burning incense unto Baal. You know, then on top of all that, you come in this place that's called by my name.
And say,
What?
we are delivered to do all these abominations.
Man. This is sad,
It's
but this is what's
pathetic.
going on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Is this house, which is called by my name, become a den of robbers in your eyes? Behold, even I have seen it, saith Yahuwah. But go ye now unto my place.
Let's skip down so big. I
Okay.
can't read the whole chapter. Verse 27.
27.
Go ahead.
Therefore thou shalt speak all these Debarim unto them, but they will not hearken unto thee.
You see that? No matter how much he warned them, they love this stuff so much they
Yeah.
wouldn't do it. Because you feel like you still can be wicked and come serve the Most High.
Any way you want to.
Exactly.
Can't affect.
Under the banner or under the umbrella of keeping Shabbats, keeping feasts, huh? Participating in the dietary law. Huh? So these are the commandments you really not keeping. You claim you keeping the law, the commandments, the Torah, huh? Why your works don't line up? Your values don't line up with what you're saying. You know what? What'd he say?
Thou shalt also call unto them, but they will not answer thee. 28. But thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of Yahuwah their Elohim,
Nor do they do what?
nor receiveth correction.
Yes?
Truth is perished and is cut off from their mouth.
That's how it is now. Truth really is secondary. We want the truth, but we want it a certain type of way.
Right.
That's what we want. What'd he say?
29. Cut off thine hair, O Jerusalem, and cast it away. And take up a lamentation on high places, for Yahuwah have rejected and have forsaken the generation of his wrath.
Oh, my goodness. It was a problem when he said, cut off thine hair, Jerusalem. No, it was. You know what? This is a problem because this is symbolic.
Yeah.
When he told Ezekiel to cut off his
Yeah,
hair, the hair was representation of the people.
That's right.
And he said, you take you a barber's razor and you cut a third of it, right? It represent getting killed with the sword.
Right.
He said, you take a third of that hair and you burn it. It represents getting burned with fire. Then you take that third of that hair, you scatter it to the wind. That's represent going into captivity. So when he said, cut off thine hair, O Jerusalem, you should have knew it was a problem. Just like when Mashiach came, they plucked off his hair. We should have knew. This ain't going to go well. This is a problem. It's symbolic. That's why he's saying it. Cut off thine hair, O Jerusalem. And look what he said next. Take up a lamentation on high. The Lord have rejected and forsaken the generation of his wrath. Go ahead.
30. For the children of Yehudah have done evil in my sight, saith Yahuwah. They have set their abominations in the house, which is called by my name, to pollute it.
Watch what else they did. Go ahead.
And they have built in the high places of Tophet, which is in the valley of the son of Hinnom, to burn their sons and their daughters in the fire, which I commanded them not.
You know what's got to happen.
They'll shed their blood.
You got to. And you know what? He is the righteous judge.
Yeah.
He have to judge every situation righteously.
Balanced. Yes, sir.
Yes, it's a righteous thing for him to do this. See, they thought he wasn't going to do nothing. The temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord. Knowing they behind his back sacrificing their sons and daughters to the fire.
Right.
Then come before him like it's all good. Man, I've been holy all week. You heard me?
Right.
Huh? Every commandment I kept. Dot every I, cross every T. Huh? I've been walking holy since been holy. You hear me? I'm just saying. That's how we act. That's how people act. That's how they was acting. But in the dark,
wicked.
Dang, go ahead.
Which I commanded them not, neither came it into my heart.
You know what? You know what he said about the darkness when he came? Men love it. He said that's why they won't come to the light. Him being the light. They love darkness. Yeah. They don't want their dark deeds reproved.
Exactly. That's facts.
In order to come to the light, them dark works got to be reproved.
Right.
Therefore, behold, the days come, said Yahuwah.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahuwah, that it shall no more be called Tophet.
Look, we're going to rename it. What you going to call it?
Nor the valley of the son of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter.
Hold on for a minute. What?
But the valley of slaughter.
Why?
For they shall bury in Tophet, till there be no place. And the carcasses of this people shall be meat for the fowls of Shamaim.
This the law. What you do to others is what come back to you. It's what should be done to you. They shed innocent blood, sacrificing their sons and daughters in this valley. You know what he say? We ain't going to call it that no more. He said they're going to, basically what he's saying is they're going to bury you. So many of you to literally ain't going to be even, what he say? A place to bury you. He said all in the carcasses are going to be, carcasses of this people shall be meat for the fowls of the heaven. Go ahead.
And for the beasts of the earth.
And
none shall fray them away.
Yes.
Then will I cause to cease from the cities of Yehudah and from the streets of Jerusalem the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness and the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, for the land shall be desolate.
That's how it's supposed to be. For shedding innocent blood, that's what happens. Your blood shall be shed. Right? That's fair. Y'all already agreed that that's fair.
That's fair.
That's it. Let's get another example. I've got to cut one of them out because it's going to be too long. 2 Samuel 11.
A lot less crying mothers.
Exactly. 2 Samuel 11.
And 14.
2 Samuel 11, picking up at verse 1, we're going to skip through.
Okay.
We're going to read 2 Samuel 11, 12, and 13. Them chapters. Not verse, them chapters. Them chapters. Go ahead.
11:1.
Uh-huh.
And it came to pass after the year was expired, at the time when the kings go forth to battle, that David sent to Joab and his servants with him and all Israel. And they destroyed the children of Ammon and besieged Rabbah. And David tarried still at Jerusalem. And it came to pass in the evening time that David arose from off his bed and walked upon the roof of the king's house. And from the roof he saw a woman washing herself, and the woman was very beautiful to look upon. And David sent and inquired after the woman. And one said, Is not this Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam, the wife of Uriah the Hittite?
You know this is real.
Yep.
We know.
He know it
yeah,
is,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, he want a cosigner though, don't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go
Yeah.
ahead. So he said, the who? What'd he say? The what?
The wife of Uriah the Hittite. 4. And David sent messages and took her.
Hold on. So what should he have done?
He should have made sure that it wasn't no married.
Exactly. Then when he found out she was married, what's the next step?
Oh, my bad.
Go on back in the house. Go on sit down somewhere, right? Go on sit down. But go ahead. This ain't.
4.
Uh-huh.
And David sent messengers and took her. And she came in unto him, and he lay with her. For she was purified from her uncleanness, and she returned unto her house.
Look, once you start committing one sin, it's hard to stop at one.
Yeah, you done did.
You could be doing sin on top of sin.
Yeah, to cover up sin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why it's better not to even start.
Yeah.
Now he done committed fornication.
Yeah.
I mean adultery, murder. I mean he hadn't committed murder
Adultery.
yet. He committed adultery. He coveted.
Yeah.
Right. That was another man's.
Right.
He coveted.
Right.
Where we at? Verse
5.
Okay.
And the woman conceived and sent and told David and said, I am with child.
This is not going well.
Yeah, I missed my.
This is what you gonna do, David? What you gonna do? All right, go ahead.
6. And David sent to Joab, saying, Send me Uriah the Hittite.
He got a plan then, don't he?
Yeah.
Send me Uriah the Hittite, right? Go ahead.
Yeah. And Joab sent Uriah to David. And when Uriah was coming to him, David demanded of him how Joab did, and how the people did, and how the war prospered.
Right.
And David said unto Uriah,
So a lot of small talk. You know, this ain't really his concern. You know,
Yeah.
But go ahead.
8. And David said unto Uriah, Go down to thy house and wash thy feet. And Uriah departed out of the king's house, and there followed him a mess of meat from the king. But Uriah slept at the door of the king's house with all the servants of his lord, and went not down to his house.
You know this had to be from the Lord. The scripture just said his wife was very beautiful. It's past regular beauty.
Right.
Right, she was very beautiful to look on. Because you have beautiful, and then you got very beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
what the scripture just said.
Yeah.
So your wife is very beautiful.
Yeah.
I done seen you some meat, then, gone down. I done gave you a pardon out of the war, gone,
Yeah.
This ain't no Israelite.
No.
Huh? What Israel would have did?
Suspicious? Come on, man. Hold on.
Wait, what's all this for, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, you know this from the
Yeah,
Lord.
yeah.
The man slept at the door of the king's house.
Yeah.
This ain't going to plan.
Yeah.
You know David nervous. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
10. And when they had told David, saying, Uriah went not down into his house, David said unto Uriah.
Look, he done drug other people in on it too.
Yeah.
He got other people in on it. Uriah didn't go down.
Yeah.
What happened?
David said unto Uriah, Camest thou not from thy journey? Why didst thou not go down into thy house?
Yes.
And Uriah said unto David, The ark and Israel and Yehudah abide in the tents, and my lord Joab and the servants of my lord are encamped in the open fields. Shall I then go into my house to eat and to drink and to lie with my wife? As thou livest and as thou soul liveth, I will not do this thing.
What you gonna do with somebody like that?
Man, he loyal and dedicated.
Yeah, exactly. What you gonna do? You can't tell. David nervousness just amped up a level. Right? What happened? Let's see what happened.
12. And David said to Uriah, Tarry here today also, and tomorrow I will let thee depart. So Uriah abode in Jerusalem that day and the morrow. And when David had called him, he did eat and drink before him, and he made him drunk. And at even he went out to lie on his bed with the servants of his Lord, but went not down to his house.
So David tried to get him drunk.
Yeah.
So he could let his guard down.
Yeah.
It still didn't work.
Right.
Ain't none of his plans working.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
You know what's next? Oh, well. Only thing left to do is, let's find out what happened.
14, and it came to pass in the morning that David wrote a letter to Joab and sent it by the hand of Uriah. And he wrote in the letter saying, set ye Uriah in the forefront of the hottest battle, and retire ye from him.
What?
That he may be smitten and die.
This is crazy. Now, this happened to somebody that's, the book says is after the Lord's own heart.
Mm-hmm.
This the power of sin.
Yep.
Once you stop, once you pop, you just can't stop.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's getting worse. The man went from a little bit, it's growing, right? The situation getting worse.
Snowballing.
It's snowballing. Mm-hmm. Now we at the point where we got to kill a man with guile, subtly too. An innocent man.
Innocent blood. So
we right back at Cain. Your work's evil. Now you got to try to cover up for wicked works. Mm-hmm. Now it's getting worse. Now you finna slay an innocent man. What happened?
16, and it came to pass, when Joab observed the city, that he assigned Uriah unto a place where he knew that valiant men were. Mm-hmm. And the men of the city went out and fought with Joab, and there fell some of the people of the servants of David, and Uriah the Hittite died also.
Oh, my goodness. Is that the end of that verse?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Let's go into the 12th chapter. David is getting worse. 12:1. Hearken to the scripture.
And Yahuwah sent Nathan unto David, and he came unto him and said unto him, there were two men in one city, the one rich and the other poor.
Sent him a parable.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The rich man had exceeding many flocks and herds, but the poor man had nothing.
Why would he send him a parable? Any idea? Why would the Lord send a parable to David?
To let him, see, really, it's a snare.
He
gonna
teach him. Right?
Yeah, he's going to set a judgment.
What the Bible say about the word of God, it revealed the intents of your heart. So we finna find out how David really feel, right? Because the prophet just can't go up to David and say, the Most High saw what you did.
Yeah.
You deserve, right?
Yeah.
But if he go with this parable, it's slick how the Most High did it, how he taught him.
Yeah.
Let me see what's in your heart, your reaction. Right, go ahead.
2 again.
Yes.
The rich man had exceeding many flocks and herds, but the poor man had nothing save one little lamb, and which he had bought and nourished up, and it grew up together with him and with his children. It did eat of his own meat and drank of his own cup and lay in his bosom and was unto him as a daughter.
Yeah, so let me throw this in there too. So shedding innocent blood don't always come in the form of physically killing somebody.
Right.
You shed innocent blood or you commit violence against somebody that by oppressing them that's poor. Yeah. Like that's what he's giving them in this parable. You're poor. The one man is poor, but you rich. You got more than enough, but you took what the poor man had. You committed violence to that poor man, right? It's like you shed his blood. You took the little that he had and left him with nothing, while you already had more than enough. So you're getting like two things in one here. We learning that violence extends past just physically killing someone. It's just like when you go to work, right, all day, and you come home, your check shorter than a midget laying down in the ditch.
Yeah.
And you done put in work. I'm talking about massive Jolly Green Giant work, right? And what you be like, man, you get that check, you like, hey, what is this? They killing me. Shed innocent blood.
Yeah.
They killing me. Which is the same thing when he hide his face, when you work a lot and bring in little. So he said, what verse are you at, 4?
We at 4 now.
Okay.
And there came a traveler unto the rich man, and he spared to take of his own flock and of his own herd to dress for the wayfaring man that was coming to him, but took the poor man's lamb
Yeah.
and dressed it for the man that was come to him.
Right.
And David's anger was greatly kindled against the man. And he said to Nathan, as Yahuwah liveth, the man that had done this thing shall surely die. And he shall restore the lamb fourfold, because he did this thing and because he had no pity.
Now, one more thing. Let me throw this here real quick. You know, you see what he said? The man shall surely die. What the Bible tell you?
Same
About
thing.
the tongue. Life and death
Oh,
in
yeah,
the power of the
yeah,
tongue.
that's right.
Oh, this thing here loaded. This parable loaded, right? Go ahead.
7. And Nathan said to David, thou art the man.
What?
And Nathan said to
Hey, you got me
David,
messed up. You got me
you
messed
are
up.
the man.
No, sir. Not me.
Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim of Israel,
What?
I anointed thee king over Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul.
What else you do?
And I gave thee thy master's house and thy master's wives into thy bosom. And I gave thee the house of Israel and of Judah. And that had been too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things.
Man, whatever you wanted, you could have had it. Except that one thing that was off limits. Go ahead.
9. Wherefore hast thou despised the commandment of Yahuwah?
And that's at the end of the day. At the end of the day, that's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
Your hate or your disdain for the word of God. You coming before him. You at the house, just like there was in Jeremiah.
Yeah.
But to perform to perform the judgments of the Most High, that's why he say they have not known my judgment, even though I came to them. To perform it, you ain't gonna do it. We hate this word. Go ahead.
9 again.
Yeah.
Wherefore hast thou despised the commandment of Yahuwah to do evil in his sight?
What you mean?
Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword, and hast taken his wife to be thy wife, and hast slain him with the sword of the children of Ammon. Now therefore the sword shall never depart from thine house, because thou hast despised me.
That's fair.
Yeah. Eye for
That's
eye.
fair. Because you did this, you went this far through these
Yeah.
great lengths. Guess what? He said the sword is what?
Never depart from thine house.
This is crazy. This prophetic too. He said the sword ain't gonna never depart from your house. That's crazy. What happened?
Because thou hast despised me, and hast taken the wife of Uriah the Hittite to be thy wife. Thus saith Yahuwah, behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thine own house. And I will take thy wives before thine eyes, and give them unto thy neighbor, and he shall lie with thy wives in the sight of this son. For thou didst it secretly, but I would do this thing before all of Israel, before the sun.
Go ahead.
And David said unto Nathan, I have sinned against Yahuwah. And Nathan said unto David, Yahuwah also hath put away thy sin. Thou shalt not die.
Right. He said, okay, he ain't gonna kill you.
Yeah.
So he got a little mercy.
But
what happened?
howbeit, because by this deed thou hast given great occasion to the enemies of Yahuwah to blaspheme. The child also that is born unto thee shall surely die.
So that child that you had by the Uriah the Hittite's wife, say he gonna die. So this the beginning of the sword never departing out of his house.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
15, and Nathan departed unto his house, and the Lord, or Yahuwah, struck the child that Uriah's wife bare unto David, and it was very sick. David therefore besought Elohim for the child, and David fasted and went in.
Well, what are you doing? Look, what are you doing all that for? I already told you what it was. Huh? You can't pray away this sin. That's what you be trying to do. You commit your look dirty, try to pray it away. Listen, that judgment coming.
Mercy, mercy.
Exactly. You can't pray this away. It's on you.
Help me, please.
All right? Go ahead.
David therefore besought Elohim for the child, and David fasted and went in and lay all night upon the earth.
Let's see if it worked. Go ahead.
And the elders of his house arose and went to him, raised him up from the earth. But he would not, neither did he eat bread with them. And it came to pass on the 7th day that the child died. And the servants of David feared to tell him that the child was dead. For they said, behold, while the child was yet alive, we spake unto him, and he would not hearken unto our voice. How will he then vex himself if we tell him that the child is dead?
So did it work? No, it didn't work. He prayed and fasted. He went a step further. It still didn't work. 13:1. Most High said the sword ain't gonna never depart from your house. All right. 13:1.
13:1.
Yes, sir.
And it came to pass after this that Absalom, the son of David, had a fair sister.
Imagine being the lineage of David after this is happening.
Man, it's like being born in
Open
Arkansas.
season, open game. Man, go ahead.
Whose name was Tamar. And Amnon, the son of David, loved her. And Amnon was so vexed that he fell sick for his sister Tamar.
Right, so I want y'all to remember that prophecy, what he said. He said the sword ain't going to never leave your house. It was a judgment, but it's a prophetic judgment too.
Yes, sir.
Right, go ahead.
For she was a virgin, and Amnon thought it hard for him to do anything to her.
Yes.
But Amnon had a friend whose name was Jonadab,
Oh, man, yes.
the son of Shemiel, David's brother. And Jonadab was a very subtle man. And he said unto him, Why art thou, being the king's son, lean from day to day? Wilt thou not tell me? And Amnon said unto him, I love Tamar, my brother Absalom's sister. And Jonadab said unto him, Lay thee down on thy bed, and make thyself sick. And when thy father cometh to see thee, say unto him, I pray thee, let my sister Tamar come and give me meat, and dress the meat in my sight, that I may see it, and eat it at her hand. So Amnon lay down and made himself sick. And when the king was come to see him, Amnon said unto the king, I pray thee, let Tamar my sister come, and make me a couple of cakes in my sight, that I may eat it at her hand. That's the sick voice.
Oh, okay.
He was faint.
I heard. You see what I go through up here?
Hey.
Go ahead. Okay. They like it. Okay. You're
7.
encouraging this bad behavior, huh? Go ahead. What
7.
verse? Okay, 7, yes.
Then David sent home to Tamar, saying, Go now to thy brother's Ammon's house, and dress him meat. So Tamar went to her brother Ammon's house, and he was laid down. And she took flour and kneaded it, and made cakes in his sight, and did bake the cakes. And she took a pan and poured them out before him, but he refused to eat. And Amnon said, Have out all men from me. And they went out every man from him. And Amnon said unto Tamar, Bring the meat into the chamber, that I may eat of thine hand. And Tamar took the cakes which she had made, and brought them unto the chamber to Amnon her brother.
What happened?
And when she had brought them unto him to eat, he took hold of her and said unto her, Come lie with me, my sister.
Look out, Debo. What he say? What he say?
Come lie with me, my sister. And she answered him, Nay, my brother, do not force me, for no such thing ought to be done in Israel.
That's right.
Do not thou this folly.
Did he take heed? Go
Nope.
ahead. He did.
And I, whither shall I cause my shame to go? And as for thee, thou shalt be as one of the fools in Israel. Now therefore I pray thee, speak unto the king, for he would not withhold me from thee. Howbeit, he would not hearken unto her voice, but being stronger than she, forced her and lay with her.
That's,
So he raped her.
yes. Go
Then
ahead.
Amnon hated her exceedingly, so that the hatred wherewith he had hated her was greater than the love wherewith he had loved her.
Man.
And Amnon said unto her, Arise and be gone.
Here's the evil deeds again.
Wicked.
Yeah. Let's go.
16. And she said unto him, There is no cause. This evil is sending me away is greater than the other that thou didst unto me. But he would not hearken unto her. Then he called his servant that ministered unto him and said, Put now this woman out from me, and bolt the door after her.
Man, he said, Get her out of here and lock the door. Go ahead.
And she
crazy.
had a garment of divers color upon her, for with such robes were the king's daughters that were virgins apparel. Then his servant brought her out and bolted the door after her. And Tamar put on ashes on her head and rent her garment of diverse colors that was on her and laid her hand on her head and went on crying.
And what happened?
And Absalom, her brother, said unto her, have Amnon thy brother been with thee? But hold.
Yeah, I already know what it is.
Yep.
Man. Go ahead.
But hold, now thy peace, my sister, he is thy brother. Regard not this thing. So Tamar remained desolate in her brother's Absalom's house. But when the king David heard of all these things, he was very wroth. And Absalom spake unto his brother Amnon, neither good nor bad. For Absalom hated Amnon, because he had forced his sister Tamar.
That's right. He got a plan, too, now.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
And it came to pass after 2 full years that Absalom had sheep shearers in Baal-Hash.
Look, he holding on to this hate. It's 2 years later.
Uh-huh.
It ain't went, no, he still got it. Right? It's
Right.
been festering and simmering. All right, go ahead.
And it came to pass after 2 full years that Absalom had sheep shearers in Baal-Hazor, which is beside Ephraim. And Absalom invited all the king's sons.
Let's drop down a bit. You finished that verse?
Yes, sir.
Okay, drop down to verse, let's just say 28. Skip some. Go
28.
ahead.
Now Absalom had commanded his servants, saying, mark ye now when Ammon's heart is merry with wine. And when I say unto you, smite Ammon, then kill him, fear not. Have not I commanded you? Be courageous and be valiant.
Mm-hmm.
And the servants of Absalom did unto Amnon's, and Absalom had commanded, as Absalom has commanded. Then all the king's sons arose, and every man gat him upon his mule and fled. And it came to pass while they were in the way that tidings came to David, saying, Absalom has slain all the king's sons, and there is not one of them left.
And what happened?
Then the king arose and tore his garments and lay on the earth, and all his servants stood by there with their clothes rent.
What do you think he thought about?
His sin and the reason why all this came.
Right, exactly. Go ahead.
And Jonadab, the son of Shemaiah, son David's brother, answered and said, let not my lord suppose that they have slain all the young men, the king's sons.
It's like they ain't killed them all, but go ahead.
For Amnon only is dead.
Oh, that's better. Go ahead.
For
I'm just saying it ain't better, but you know, it's
Dang,
better
that-
than all of them. Right, go ahead. That's all I'm saying. Less of two evil.
right.
Okay.
For by the appointment of Absalom, this had been determined from the day that he forced his sister Tamar. Now therefore, let not thy master the king take the thing to his heart, to think that all the king's sons are dead, for Amnon only is dead. But Absalom fled, and the young men that kept watch.
That's
lifted-
good. That's good.
Okay.
Okay. Let's skate. So what happened? Now we're starting to see the sword pursue. You know, David's
lineage, right?
Right. Let's go to Matthew 1.
Is that Matthew 1?
Mm-hmm.
And 1?
Yes.
Matthew or Matthew 1 and 1. The book of generation of Yeshua Hamashiach, the son of David, the son of Abraham.
Oh man.
Abraham begat Isaac.
That's good. I just wanted that one verse.
Okay.
Look what it said.
The book of generation of Yeshua Hamashiach,
Who is
the
that?
son of David.
Oh man. What did the prophecy say?
That
What
the
was
sword
gen-
ain't gonna part.
Oh my goodness. This is crazy.
No.
Let's go to Matthew the 9th chapter. Pick me up at the 27th verse.
This good, Moray.
That's- praise the Most High
Matthew
Yah.
9 and what?
Matthew 9 verse 27. His fame, you know, Christ had, you know, did a few little old miracles here, and his fame went through the land. Verse 27. Go ahead.
And when Yeshua departed thence, 2 blind men followed him, crying and saying, Thou son of David,
Who?
thou son of David, have mercy on us.
Man, had all the lineages
Yeah.
to come through.
Yeah.
Now you got witnesses saying, who? He the son of who?
The son of
Jesus
David.
Christ. Let's get another one. See, Matthew the 12th chapter. Matthew 12.
So the innocent blood keeps shed.
Man,
Generations later.
generations later. Matthew 23. Did I say 23?
12,
12,
yeah.
yeah, 12 and 23. Okay.
12 and 23?
Yes, sir.
All right. And all the people were amazed and said, is not this the son of David?
They knew.
Man.
Is not this the son of David? But he innocent, right?
Yeah, innocent.
Now he innocent.
Not a stain on him.
Nothing. Let's back up a bit. Isaiah 53. It's no accidents in the book. Isaiah 53, pick me up at verse 1.
Isaiah 53 and 1.
Yep, then we'll read a couple of these Psalms and see. Go ahead.
Who had believed our report? And to whom is the arm of Yahuwah revealed?
So the report is the gospel, right?
Yes, sir.
The gospel is about Hamashiach, right? It's about Christ, right? That's who the arm of the Lord is. What do you mean? Who it been revealed to, right? Everybody's not going to believe in him.
Right.
Right? So whoever believed in him, that's who it's revealed to.
Right.
Right, but go ahead.
2. For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground.
And where they do that at? You don't see no tender
Nah.
plants growing up in no dry ground.
Nah.
Out of no dry ground. Right? But the dry ground is Israel.
Right.
Or Israel is the desert.
Lacking the word and
Yep,
spirit.
desolations, right? But he the only one that's lacking the spirit, right? Which is the water, same thing. But he shall grow up as a root out of a dry ground. Go
And
ahead.
he hath no form nor comeliness. And when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him.
Yes. You know, hey, I ain't gonna go there. Never mind. Go ahead.
Because he was beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not, the Bible is not saying that Christ was ugly.
Nah, he was handsome.
It's when they see him at this point. Well, the whole chapter is talking about his crucifixion.
Exactly.
When they saw him at the crucifixion,
Right.
he was beat to the point where nobody desired to look like that. Ain't no
Right.
comeliness.
Right.
But the man is similar to Absalom. Absalom's name means Prince of Peace.
Right.
Huh?
That's a good one. Yeah.
Absalom was more beautiful than 10,000. He was the most preferred for beauty, right?
Wow.
Leviticus 21 tell you the priest of God can't have no
Blemish.
blemish.
Man.
You can't have Scottie Pippen nose. No, sir.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You can't
Man.
be wounded in the stone. You can't be a crookback. None of that.
Your
Like,
beard can't be like Anthony Hamilton's. Dang. Why y'all didn't say no when I said something? Y'all was sure when he was. Dang.
Let's get him out of
Favorite
here.
person sending on the
Hey,
Shabbat.
can we get the technical difficulty over there? But the point is, because he offering the bread of God, right? He gotta be without blemish. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk, yeah.
So that's how and you know what he said when he came in the flesh? He said,
Yeah.
I am the bread from heaven.
And the
I'm the
perfect
bread
sacrifice.
of God. Exactly. So I mean, anyway, long story short, the man wasn't no ugly man.
Yeah,
Right.
real
And I
talk.
know they've been told. They told us that, but it just simply ain't true.
Right, exactly.
According to the scripts. But go ahead.
3. He is despised and rejected of men.
But you'll never know that if you don't know that the whole book is written of him.
Exactly.
That he come in the volume of the book.
Right, right.
All these characters is pointing to him. Right, go ahead.
He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid as it were our faces from him.
He innocent though. Why do they hate him? Only thing he wanted to do was the will of God.
Exposing their sins and wickedness.
Yeah, let's keep what he say.
He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he had borne our griefs and carried our sorrows,
Yeah.
yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of Elohim, and afflicted.
All right, so he beaten. He battered and bruised.
Yeah.
He innocent though. It said for our affliction, not
Right.
for something that he did.
Right,
So what that mean? Innocent blood being shed.
right.
Innocent blood being shed. Go ahead.
5. But he was wounded for our transgressions.
That's
He
right.
was bruised for our iniquities.
So instead of being, because what we've been reading, innocent blood has been shed because of the deeds of the person that shed the innocent blood.
Right.
So the wickedness of the man that's been shed the innocent blood, the innocent blood has been shed. If
Right.
that makes sense. Did I
Yeah.
say that right? So the innocent is being killed,
Right.
right, by the person that's doing the wickedness.
Right. So
This
now
is a reversal.
Right.
This
Yeah.
is a reversal.
Yeah.
Innocent blood is being shed because you have performed the wickedness. Like It's a redemption.
Mm-hmm.
This is the price of it. You know why? It's because it goes back to, we right back at Cain. We ain't left Genesis, the 4th chapter.
Yeah.
I am my brother's keeper.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Right.
That's what he it's just like he Abel. We can call him Abel.
Man, that's good.
Right? Go ahead.
That's good. 5. But he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him.
And with his upon our peace was upon him, and
with his stripes we are healed.
let's say, man, come out of the seed of David, right?
Mm-hmm.
The sword still didn't leave. Let's get a couple of these psalms, and we'll go back and see his death. All right, pick him up at Psalm 69. You know what? Let's see his death first. I'll do that. Let's see the death. Matthew 27. Matthew 27. Pick me up at verse 15. So we innocent. When you judging between somebody that's innocent and guilty, the Bible tell you to condemn the guilty and let the innocent go free. Mm-hmm. All right? Let's see if that happened. Verse 15.
Now at the feast, the governor was wont to release unto the people a prisoner, whom they would. And they had then a notable prisoner called Barabbas.
Yes.
Therefore,
let's see why he was notable right quick. Hold that spot. Go to Mark 15 and verse 7. Why is he notable? What's that?
The killer. You say Mark?
Yeah, pick it up at verse 6 so we can see same time at the feast. Go ahead when you get there.
Mark 16?
Mark 15.
15
6 and 7.
All right.
Go ahead.
Now at the feast, he released unto them one prisoner whomsoever they desired.
So whoever the people desired, right, that's who get released.
Right.
What happened?
7, and there was one named Barabbas, which lay bound with them that had made insurrection with them, who had committed murder in the insurrection.
What did the law tell you? Right? You committed murder, you got to die.
Mm-hmm.
This is how we're going to cleanse the land. How we going to rid the land? How we going to cleanse the land if we don't condemn the wicked, the murderer, if we don't get them out of here? How is the land going to be cleansed? Go back to Matthew 27. So you got a choice. They got a prime opportunity. Right? You got one that's a known murderer. He guilty. And you got an innocent man. Mm-hmm. Right? Let's see what the people going to choose.
Mm-hmm. We at 17.
17? Okay.
Am I at 16 again?
Go ahead. Yes.
And they had then a notable prisoner called Barabbas. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, Whom will ye that I release unto you, Barabbas or Yeshua, which is called Hamashiach?
Right.
For he knew that for envy they had delivered him.
Look, so they delivered him because
envy.
their own works was evil.
Mm-hmm.
For envy. Just like at Cain. Again. All right. Go ahead.
19. When he was set down on the judgment seat, his wife sent unto him, saying, Have thou nothing to do with that just man?
That's right.
For I have suffered many things this day in a dream because of him.
She like, look, you don't need to have nothing to do with
don't
this.
touch that man.
Right. He innocent.
Yeah.
So that's his witness. One witness that he innocent.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead.
But the chief priests and elders persuaded the multitude that they should ask Barabbas and destroy Yeshua.
Look at that. Who did that?
The chief priests.
Synagogue of Satan.
The ones who's supposed to lead.
Chief priests and the elders persuaded the multitude.
Mm-hmm.
They know he a murderer.
Yeah.
They said, tell them to release him and destroy Christ. Go ahead.
The governor answered and said unto them, Whether of the twain will ye that I release unto you? They said, Barabbas.
That's
Pilate.
A condemned man, a guilty man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
22, Pilate said unto them, what shall I do then with Yeshua?
So he's like, okay, you want me to release Barabbas? What shall I do with Yeshua or Christ?
Yeah, call Hamashiach.
Uh-huh.
They all say unto him, let him be crucified.
What? They said what?
Let him be crucified.
Kill him.
Mm-hmm.
He's the son of David. The sword ain't going to depart from the lineage of David.
So he really didn't want to kill him. He still gave them the option.
He let the people do it. So this is how they going to be charged with piercing him.
Mm-hmm.
Just like David was charged with killing Uriah the Hittite, but he did by the sword of the Ammonites.
Yeah.
So the Romans actually stuck him, but they did it by request of Israel.
Right, that's cold.
And watch what they're going to say. Go ahead.
23.
Mm-hmm.
And the governor said, why? What evil have he done?
Look,
But
the point is, he keep trying to tell us he innocent.
Right.
He keep making the point.
Yeah.
He innocent.
Right.
Right. Go ahead. You about to shed innocent blood.
Right.
You know how this thing works. Go ahead.
But they cried out the more, saying, let him be crucified. Let him be crucified. I'm making it realistic.
That's how they say. What they say? He said it's so funny. He said what? What they say?
Let him be crucified.
No. What happened?
Let him be crucified.
Oh man, so they yelling it out at the top of their lungs.
Yeah.
Kill that,
Yeah.
get rid of them,
Yeah.
We get them out of here.
Yeah.
All right, so
because of their wickedness.
but they ain't thinking about what the laws and the statutes say. Right? What do they say?
That blood got to be shed.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're supposed to love your neighbor as thyself.
Man, avoid all this.
Go ahead.
24. When Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing, but that rather a tumult was made, he took water and washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person. See ye to it.
Look, he said, I'm innocent of the blood of this just person, meaning he innocent.
It's on y'all.
Yeah, this y'all. This on y'all. Go ahead. Look what happened.
Then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us.
Look what they said.
Man, I don't even want to say this. And our children.
They said what?
His blood be on us and on our children.
Okay. Question. How we gonna cleanse the land?
Yeah.
How we gonna cleanse the land?
You get the blood got to be shed of those who shed the innocent blood.
Now who shed it? All of
our
them.
forefathers.
All of Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
They shed it. And there ain't gonna be no peace until and the land ain't gonna be cleansed until
the blood of those who shed.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. You finished that?
Yeah, we finished.
Let's back
25.
up to Amos, the 8th chapter. Watch what happened. No or not, the Most High was angry about this.
Man.
That's why he said, the people haven't known my, he said, I only gave my word to Jacob, and they still haven't known my statutes and my judgment.
Man. This man healing people, letting them walk, see, hear, and they still killing.
Man, he should have said, let me come out of that seed of Eleazar. Or something, Hey, let me come out that Levi lineage, But anyway, couldn't do that either. Go ahead, verse 1.
8 and 1. Thus have Yahuwah Elohim showed unto me, and behold, a basket of summer fruit.
Yes, sir.
And he said, Amos, what seest thou?
He said, what you see?
And I said, a basket of summer fruit.
So what that
then
mean?
saith Yahuwah unto me, the end is come upon my people of Israel. I will not again pass by them anymore. And the songs of the temple shall be howlings in the day, saith Yahuwah Elohim.
Got to clean this land. Said the songs of the temple going to turn into howlings in that day. Go ahead.
There shall be many dead bodies in every place.
What you mean?
They shall cast them forth with silence.
Drop down to verse 7. You read? Okay, here. If we keep reading, that's another way to shed violence of innocent blood. Swallow up the needy and the poor. That's violence too.
4.
No, verse 7. Let's drop down to 7.
Verse 7.
Let's get to it.
Yahuwah has sworn by the excellency of Jacob, surely I will never forget any of their works.
You see that?
Mm-hmm.
That's why he make a big deal out of they going to look on me whom they pierced.
Right.
I ain't never going to forget what they did to me. You chose Barabbas, a murderer, over me, somebody that's innocent? I ain't never going to forget that. Right, go ahead.
Shall not the land tremble for this?
You see that?
And everyone mourn that dwelleth therein?
Mm-hmm.
And
Who going to do what?
everyone mourn that dwelleth therein.
Look at that. Because they was cheering.
Mm-hmm.
Get them mad at what they say.
I don't know.
I can't get no cooperation, man. But they cheering gonna be turned into mourning. Yes,
Yeah.
go ahead.
And it shall rise up holy as a flood.
Right,
And
and
it shall
that means he gonna destroy the whole thing. It's like the flood in Genesis. On their land or their earth, their world, it's just like the flood, utter destruction. Go ahead.
and it shall be cast out and drowned as by the flood of Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass in that day,
You just come to pass in that day. What's gonna happen?
saith Yahuwah Elohim, that I will cause the sun to go down at noon, and I will darken the earth in the clear day.
And what's gonna happen?
And I will turn your feast into mourning, and all of your songs into lamentation. And I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins, and baldness upon every head. And I will make it as the mourning of an only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day.
He gonna destroy him. This happened. He gave him a warning when it was gonna happen. Luke 21. He said the sun. When did the sun go? When he was on the cross, what did it say about the clear day? At noon. All right. So he got vengeance in his heart. He got to pay him back. That's the law.
Yep.
Eye for eye,
2 for 2.
tooth for tooth, foot for foot, life for life. Innocent blood. This is how we're going to cleanse the land. Verse 20. Who did it? Remember, these are the Jews, right?
Yeah, that's a good
So
one.
now he warned. Verse 20. Go ahead and read.
And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
The desolation is what?
Destruction.
Destruction. He said, when you see that happen, you know it's near. So when you see Jerusalem encamped with these armies, you know that the destruction is near. Go ahead.
Judgment.
Because remember, he said, I'm never going to forget they work.
Right, never.
So they killed him in 30 A.D. Man, he held on to this, another 40 years or so? Just like Absalom held on to that couple of years, right?
yeah.
But go ahead.
21, then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains.
Look, if you believe me, you better get out of there. Why?
And let them which are in the midst of it depart out. And let not them that are in the countries enter in therein too.
That's why he said, if you in wherever country you at around Jerusalem, don't go in there. Don't go in. Because when do they come to Jerusalem?
Feast day.
During the feast, right? So don't come in. If it's the feast day, you see them army, look, you better don't even come that way. Go ahead.
22, for these be the days of vengeance.
What you mean?
That all things which are written may be
You
fulfilled.
say these be the days of vengeance. He angry. Why is he angry?
'Cause he's a
Shed
son.
innocent blood.
Yeah.
He killed a son.
That's
You
good.
chose a murderer.
That's good.
You killed the son for no reason. These be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. Go ahead.
But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people.
Wrath upon who?
This people.
Exactly. It's just like when he said in Jeremiah, "O Jerusalem, cut off thine hair." Watch what's finna happen. Go ahead.
And they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
Man, cut a third part of that. You hear me? Go ahead.
And shall be led away captive into all nations.
Cut fling a third part of that hair into the winds.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down unto the down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
That's it. He never forgot. They shed innocent blood. So we can't afford this innocent blood. Let's look at some of the statements he made by the mouth of David in the Psalms before they actually did the killing or the execution or the crucifixion, whatever you want to call it. Let's go to Psalms. We'll start at 38. We'll work our way. 38, verse 19. You there at 19?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
But mine enemies are lively, and they are strong, and they that hate me wrongfully are multiplied.
Who was his enemies? This is Christ speaking about him out to David.
Mm-hmm.
Who executed? Who
The
persuaded the
priests.
people? Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. And the elders.
The priests, elders, scribes, Pharisees, right, and all the people.
Yeah.
Look what he said. Mine enemies are lively. They are strong. They that hate me wrongfully are multiplied.
Multiplied. Mm-hmm.
All of the people was there with him. Go to the 41st chapter. We're just going to get a look at a couple of these statements. 41. Verse 7. Hearken to the scripture.
All that hate me whisper together against me. Against me do they devise my hurt.
Look at that. We just added another element to death and hate. What is it?
Tale-bearing,
Yeah, they whisper.
backbiting.
They using their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
They whispering.
Yeah, life
So
and
the
death
ones
in the
that
power
hate
of
me,
the tongue.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Hate is just like murder now.
Wow.
What they do, they showing it. They whispering against me, right? They devising my hurt. So they coming up with a scheme to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep going. Psalm 69. Verse 4. They that hate me, he said they multiplied. They whisper against me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
They that hate me without a cause are more than the hairs of mine head.
Look why they hate him.
They that would destroy me.
Why do they hate him?
Because he exposed their wickedness.
For no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Without a cause. Why can't hate Abel?
Without a cause.
No reason.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that hate me without a cause, they more than the hairs of my, they multiplied again, like you said. Go ahead.
They that would destroy me, being my enemies wrongfully are
Being my
mighty.
enemies what?
Wrongfully.
No reason. I'm innocent. They have no reason to be my enemies. Go ahead.
Or mighty. Then I restored that which I took not away.
That's right. Drop down to verse 7. We're just going to get a little deeper look at who this is. Go ahead.
Because for thy sake I have borne reproach.
For thy sake, right? For the Most High's sake, I have borne reproach.
Shame hath covered my face. I am become a stranger unto my brethren.
Look at that. He said, I become a stranger to my brethren. They hated him. All the Jews, his brethren, the Jews. Yeshua of Nazareth, King of the Jews. Man, I'm become a stranger to them. They hate me for no reason. Go ahead.
And an alien unto my mother's children.
Look at that. The mother is Israel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, they treat me like an alien, a stranger. Go ahead.
For the zeal of thine house hath eaten me up, and the reproaches of them that reproach thee are fallen upon me.
So who said this?
Yeshua.
Exactly. If we go to Romans 15, which we ain't, it's him.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's him. Matthew the 5th chapter.
For if a man
So
hateth-
one thing we got, the killers, they whisper. They devise scheme. Secretly. Matthew 5.
and 21.
Yep. Matthew 5, verse 21. Go ahead.
Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not kill.
We heard that, right?
Yes,
You
sir.
even read it.
Yep.
Said they would say that in the old time, thou should not kill, but
And whosoever shall kill shall be in the danger of the judgment. But I say unto you,
What you say?
that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment.
Is that what? What?
But
What happened to them? What happened to the Jews? First of all, they hated them for what?
nothing.
No reason, without a cause. So that will make them what?
In danger of the judgment.
Exactly. Also, murderers. You're a murderer. You shed innocent blood. You have no problem. They hate. He said they in danger of the judgment. Go ahead.
And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in the danger of counsel. But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in the danger of hellfire.
It's that tongue. That tongue now. You a slayer with that thing. Right?
Yeah.
Let me see where we going. Keep going. I didn't read. Okay, yeah. Keep going.
23.
Yes.
Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and their remembrance that thy brother had an aught against thee,
So you remember, you bring your gift, you remember your brother got a problem or issue with you,
leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way.
try to reconcile that thing.
First be reconciled to thy brother.
It ain't no need for no secret hate.
Right.
It ain't no need for you backbiting and speaking with contempt against your brother. You know, there's no need for you slaying them with your tongue. Because really, we're going to see something was. Go ahead.
And then come and offer thy gift. Agree with thine adversary quickly.
So then, once you reconcile the problem, then come and offer your gift.
Right.
Then you won't be considered a murderer. Back up to Proverbs 18:21. Go to your brother, he said. Stop talking behind his back. Stop whispering. Stop backbiting. Stop gossiping. Stop murmuring. Right? Proverbs 21.
18 and 21.
18:21, yeah. Go ahead.
Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof.
That's Bible. See, you got the power to produce life, or you got the power to produce death by your words, by your action. Death and life. You're supposed to have the word of God in your mouth.
Yes,
That's
sir.
life. Or you can have that serpent tongue.
Yeah.
We'll see what that serpent tongue do. Go to Job 20. They're talking about his fart. It is. What? Job 20. You know? Verse 16.
He shall suck the poison of asp. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter.
The viper's tongue, that's the tongue of poison. You use that to slay, to slander.
Right.
James 3. This is how it affects us the most. That mouth. You just be saying any and everything. Did you shed innocent blood?
Yeah.
3 and 1.
My brethren, be not many masters, knowing that we shall receive the greater condemnation. For in many things we offend all. If any man offend not in the bar, the same is a perfect man.
All right, you see that? If any man don't offend in the word,
The same is a perfect man.
that's the aim. That's the goal.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
And able also to bridle the whole body.
You see that? You can bridle your whole body if you can tame that tongue.
Yeah, master that tongue.
Go ahead.
Behold, we put bits in the horse's mouth, that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body. Behold also the ships, which though they be so great, and are driven on fierce winds, yet are they turned about with a very small helm, whithersoever the governor listeth.
Go ahead.
Even so, the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire
You
kindleth.
see that? The tongue, it's a little member, but it boasts of great things.
Yes, sir.
He said, behold how great a matter a little fire can kindle. Go ahead.
And the tongue is a fire, a word of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of the nature, and it is set on fire of hell.
You see that? He said it's a little member. He said the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity.
Right.
He said, so the tongue among our members, that it defiled the whole body.
The whole body.
Got to tame that tongue.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to be no slanderer. Watch him, man. Watch them words. All right, go ahead.
7, for every kind of beast, and of birds, and of serpents, and of things in the sea is tamed, and have been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil full of deadly poison.
All right, now that don't mean you don't have no ability to tame your tongue, because you do.
Right, just saying.
Watch what you say.
Yeah.
He's just saying, man, in general, man, don't tame it. Man, don't do it. But the one that's going to obey the Most High, they're going to tame their tongue. Deadly pause. Go ahead.
Therewith bless we Elohim, even Ab, and therewith curse we men.
You see that? You curse men. That's your neighbor or the brother.
That's
you
cold-blooded.
blessing the Most High Yah with your mouth.
Right.
And at that same mouth.
You killing your brother.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shedding innocent blood. Go ahead.
Which are made after the similitude of Elohim.
You see that? Come on.
Out of the same mouth proceeded blessing and cursing.
Is this righteous?
Nah.
What did it say?
Wicked.
No, because, we don't think nothing wrong with this.
Nah, that's wicked.
Yeah.
That's
you read the scripture. This one of them sweep up under the rug ones.
Yeah.
Shoot on past it. Or we're going to skip over that verse. We're going to read it. Nobody want to control that mouth.
Yeah.
But you could be a silent assassin. You come in here, you keep Shabbat. Man, you the biggest backstabber, the biggest gossiper. Why do you think I will give you a cell phone?
Right.
I need you to talk about your brothers and sisters.
Yeah. Easy access.
Exactly.
I don't even got to wait. I get home. I'm on the way home.
I need you to use this as a tool to excel wickedness.
Yeah.
Or push forward more wickedness. And you do it without even thinking about it most of the time.
Yeah. Scriptures say more men die by the tongue than they have by the sword.
That's the truth. What verse we at?
We at 11.
That was a good one, yeah. Go ahead.
Does the fountain send forth at the same place sweet water and bitter?
Look, he asked you a question.
Nah.
Go ahead. Hey.
12. Can the fig tree, my brethren, bear olive berries, either of vine figs? So can the fountain both yield salt water and fresh?
You know the answer to this.
Nah.
Because he just made the point that men curse other men with the same mouth they bless God with. Now he started to give you a comparison to things that you know the answer to. You know, if one fountain don't bring forth salt water and sweet water, you already know that. All right, go ahead.
13. You want to get that, 13?
Yeah, go ahead.
Who is a wise man and endowed with knowledge among you? Let him show out of a good conversation his works, out of a good conversation his works with meekness of wisdom.
You got to watch that. That's why the Bible tells you, behold in all manner of conversation. Matthew 15 and 11. Could be an innocent looking killer. Just saying. You look innocent till you started talking. Verse 11. What happened? Because if you should have read, I should have read that one. It said a little. All it takes is a little bit of bitterness to spring up and defile your whole body. That was the next verse. I should have read that. But that's right. 11. Go ahead. 15 and 11.
Now that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man.
Defile it. Okay, not that
But-
which go into a mouth.
Not that,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
But that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth the man.
Is that the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever come out of your mouth. How is this so? That's what defile you. What? Go ahead.
Then came his disciples.
Oh
and
no. Let's jump down. My fault. Verse 17.
17.
Yes.
Do not ye yet understand that whatsoever enter into a mouth goeth into the belly and is cast out into the draught?
Yes.
But those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart.
You see that?
Yeah.
Whatever come out your mouth, you thought about it,
Yes, sir.
huh? Just like Cain thought about killing Abel before he killed him.
Mm-hmm.
You meditated on that thing.
Premeditated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So those things that come out,
From the heart, and they
Yes.
defile the man.
look at that. You're doing a lot of damage.
Mhm.
That's why your relationship is hard.
Mm-hmm.
You killing each other. Huh? You trying to kill them too. You saying stuff intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. We got to grow. We're no better than Satan. It's the Bible said, the devils, they fear God too.
Man.
They believe and they
and
fear.
tremble.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
We got to elevate to a status above the devil, above the serpent seed. Once again, we right back at the actions.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
For out of the heart proceed evil thoughts, murderers,
What? Yes.
adulteries, fornications, thefts, false witness, blasphemies.
Yes.
These are the things which defile a man, but to eat with unwashing hands defileth not a man.
1 John 3, this is it. Hold on, I want to read into it though.
Okay.
Sorry, verse 7.
Okay. Little children, let no man deceive you.
What you mean?
He that doeth righteousness is righteous, even as he is righteous.
All right, so basically, you're not about to be doing righteousness and wickedness.
Right.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
He that committed
Hold
sin.
on, let me make this point because I forgot. With Christ being out of the lineage of David and the sword never leaving his house, you see it today. Most of us out of here, we come from, where we come from? Jerusalem. What's happening to us? Slaughter. What happened to us in the days of
Oppression.
slavery? Slaughter. Sword never leaving David lineage.
Yep. And we scattered.
Scattered. We don't want to be no murderers. Where we at? Verse 8?
8.
Okay.
He that committed sin is of the devil.
Mm-hmm.
For Hashatan sinned it from the beginning. For this purpose the Son of Elohim was manifested, that he might destroy the works of Hashatan.
Go ahead.
Whosoever is born of Elohim does not commit sin. For his seed remaineth in him, and he cannot sin because he is born of Elohim. In this the children of Elohim are manifest, and the children of Hashatan, whosoever doeth not the righteousness is not of Elohim.
That's right.
Neither he that loveth not his brother.
You're not a God. This is point blank
Right.
period. This is just gonna keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to know, if you had any question, if you was on the fence, or you wanted to find out if you was on the fence, that's all you got to do right here.
Right.
It said, this are the children of God manifested, and the children of the devil. Whosoever doeth righteousness, you of God.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He said, whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of God. Neither he that what?
Loveth not his brother.
That's right. Murderer.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
11.
Huh?
But this is the message that ye have heard from the beginning, that we
Man.
should love one another.
Look, I don't have no new message for you.
Wow.
There's no new message in the Bible. This it.
From Genesis. Wow.
This it. If you can't get this right, ain't no need of looking for nothing else. Just the whole message.
Man.
I gave you 613 laws to teach you this. I'm just saying. That's what I was trying to teach you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
12. Now there's Cain, who was of that wicked one, and slew his brethren, and wherefore he slew him,
Why did he slew him? You finna tell you?
because his own works were evil, and his brothers were righteous.
Man, this is why you slander people for the most part too. He slew him. He telling you exactly why. Because his own works were evil. His brothers was righteous. He had the same opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Marvel not, my brethren, if the world hates you.
Uh-huh.
We know that we have passed from death unto life, because we love the brethren. He that loveth not his brother abideth in death.
You see that? What happened? He that loved not his brother abideth in death. What else?
Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer.
Hold on for a minute. Let that sink in. You said what?
Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer. And ye know that no murderer hath eternal life abiding in him.
You hate without a cause?
You're a murderer.
Man. Shed innocent blood.
Yeah.
You don't have a reason.
Yeah.
Whosoever, that's anybody. Hate his brother is a murderer. And no murderer have eternal life abiding in him. Go ahead.
Hereby perceive we the love of Elohim, because he laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren,
Look at that. Not hate them.
but lay our lives down.
That's Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Revelation 14 and 12. So we learn about love in many different ways. That's all we do. He said he don't have no new message. I've been trying to tell you how to love your brother since Genesis 4. And I'm still at the end of the Bible trying to teach you the same thing. Verse 12. Then he's showing you different ways you could be a murderer.
Right. Not just physically.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 12. Hearken to the scripture.
Here is the patience of the saints.
What you mean?
Here are they that keep the commandments of Elohim and the faith of Yeshua HaMashiach.
That's right. You got to have them both. Don't let nobody fool you. Hope we got some understanding or something out of the lesson in Yeshua's name. Thank you for your time. Amen. Hallelujah. Somebody shut me down back there.